Hello, welcome to Cardminds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be a Capricorn weekly money and career reading from November 24th to the 30th, 2025. Capricorns, welcome, welcome. Let's see what messages we have for this upcoming week. Capricorn's weekly money and career, November 24th to the 30th, 2025. Thank you for being here. I hope you're all well. Be on the lookout, on the hear out for the magic word. If you're interested in putting your name in the hat for a free reading, all you have to do is put the magic word down below in the comments section and be subscribed. I will pull one name and announce it at the end of the month of November. So grab your best headphones, earbuds for a better sound, and let's get started. Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising Venus. What do we need to know? What are the messages here for this upcoming week? For the sign of Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising Venus. Money and career, November 24th to the 30th, 2025. What are the messages for Capricorn? What do we need to know? What is going on in this upcoming week for Capricorn money and career? What is the root of the matter? What are the messages? What do we need to know for this upcoming week for the sign of Capricorn? One more card, or three, okay. All right, Capricorn. Let's see what we got. 5 of Swords. 10 of Wands. Ace of Swords. 9 of Pentacles. 2 of Wands. Eight of Swords. 8 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups. King of Wands. And here comes the 7 of Swords. This 7 of Swords has popped up in every reading. I always say there's an underlying of energies, of general energies during these weeks. And this week is the 7 of Swords. Not trusting, people in it for their own gain, lies, deceits, Knight of Cups, the Moon, 2 of Pentacles, Page of Swords, the Fool, and Queen of Cups. Okay, Capricorn. Again, it's just an energy that I'm feeling this week for all signs. 5 and 7 of Swords, a lot of competition. Everybody in it for their own gain, manipulation, lies. People will do anything to get their own gain, to get their money, to get the power, right? The people will do anything. You feel there's a lot on your shoulders, a lot of pressure, but you're almost there, Capricorn. You're almost there. Your breakthrough is there. The truth, the clarity, the answer, the breakthrough, the new direction is right here. Going into independence, your independence of choosing, going into financial sustainability, but above all, your independence. This is who you are. This is what you stand for. You're going to be comfortable with your choice, with your decision if you have to make a decision, but you're going to be comfortable with this moment of clarity, of understanding maybe what is going on, maybe an answer you're waiting for, you know, clarifying a situation. It feels like there's a new financial opportunity popping in here, not just about profit, not just about gain and manipulation and competition like all the other people want, or like that other person, or like the energy that you have been in for a while. No, this is about profit, but for you, it's the joy of going on that new path, or the joy of developing something. You're planning something, you're working on something. Maybe you're planning on moving, maybe you're planning on relocating, maybe you're planning on a new job. It feels like this is like your next career move. You're planning your next career move. You do feel stuck. Sometimes you wonder, what are the options? How am I getting out of here? What is going on? Why do I feel like I don't see the options here? Well, yes, you do see the options, because this is what you've been working on. So whether this is a financial decision you have to make regarding expanding your career, expanding your jobs, expanding your subject, your business, your project, or your knowledge, again, you're investing in your future. Whatever it is that you've been working on, it has been weighing on your shoulders, a lot of pressure, but you're almost there. You're almost there. You're committed. You're really, really working hard on this. You're going to make money through your hard work and your effort, because you've mastered something. You've mastered the subject, mastered the job, the responsibilities, the project, the business, whatever it is. You've mastered this, and your consistent efforts are really going to pay off financially. And that is bringing back a certain financial stability within your family, within your home, right? So you can help others, or, you know, maybe it was a long-term investment, or maybe it's the job and now you have a stable income. Therefore, you're able to support your family in a harmonious way. Again, there's this King of Wands. What did I just read? I just read for Taurus. Maybe you have Taurus in your chart, or maybe you're dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sag as well. I don't know, but this person here, this King of Wands, it feels like you don't trust them. You know, they're manipulating the narrative, or they're manipulative, or it doesn't feel toxic. It just feels like they're lying, and they're very manipulative. But for you, you're going to march to your own tune. You're going to move forward on a mission. You're going to follow your passion, follow your heart, and follow something that is important for you. Again, for you, it's not just all about money. For them, it's all about power, money, gain. For you, it's about money, obviously. You have to pay the bills, but it's also the joy, right? Not just profit, but joy. Joy in this new project that you're working on. Joy in this new subject that you're working on. Whatever you're planning, maybe it's just a move, and maybe it's just in your mind that now you're clear, very clear on this new direction, on how you are going to proceed forward, on what you're going to choose or do. Mission forward, can be creative. You're following your heart on something. You're still uncertain, right? Maybe you're not quite there yet, and maybe you're not seeing the options yet, or maybe you're not seeing the solutions yet. Navigating that uncertainty, you know, not getting the answer yet, but you will find the answer. You will gain independence. You will regain confidence. You have the Fool. You're going on in a new direction. It's almost like, it's not almost, I feel like you're determined to go on a new path, and to determine to get out of those obligations and go out and discover the world and do something new, completely new, out of your comfort zone. You're learning, asking a lot of questions. Again, there's a lot of similarities with Taurus. Maybe you have Taurus in your chart. I shuffle the cards really well, so maybe you have Taurus in your chart. Doesn't have to be, or maybe you're dealing with a Taurus somewhere around you, right? But well, even though you're waiting for answers, or waiting for the truth, or waiting to see the truth and understand the truth, this can be anything, right? This can be legal matters, financial matters, management, a person, lies, deceit, right? Someone you don't trust. I do feel like you are now going to move forward, march forward on a new mission, your own mission, something that you really enjoy. All right, so what is this? All right, first I'm going to pull on the uncertainty and why you feel stuck and why you don't trust this person, what this situation is all about. And then we will move forward on this new path, this clarity, this breakthrough, this new direction, and this sense of freedom. I mean, it's really, really giving you a sense of freedom here. Powerful sense of freedom. All right, so what is this Moon and Eight of Swords all about for Capricorn, Sun and Moon, rising Venus? What is this Moon and Eight of Swords all about? Why does Capricorn feel stuck, waiting for answers? What is going on here? Okay, because things, all right, so there's change. So it's inevitable, right? It's fated. No matter what, things are going to change. Things are going to shift. They're going to make a decision. Management is going to make a decision, or the business, or the person, the manager, whatever it is, their changes are inevitable. And you're hanging on to something that doesn't exist anymore. You're hanging on. You want to remain in control. But look, you have the Three of Wands. So you go from the 2 to the 3, that no matter what, it's going to move forward, no matter what you're going to move, or no matter what you're going to move forward on this development, on this mission. And it's really promising. So you have two energies here. One where you're focused on planning something, preparing something, working on something, your next career move, right? You have the 2 to the 3, which tells me that, yes, this is your next move. So this can be a financial decision regarding expansion, expansion of your job, of a business, and it can also be relocation, maybe traveling, right? You're investing in your future and you're working on that. However, and then you go to the 3, which is really progress forward and progress forward on a long-term vision. This is your vision. This is your goal. This is something you've been working on and planning on for a while. This is not something out of the blue. So you've started this, and you started something financially promising, and it's going to begin to show results. However, at the same time, you feel blocked, stuck in a job, stuck in your business, stuck in your professional path, or mentally stuck maybe because you're really between both energies at the same time, planning and preparing, and you have that vision and you have that goal, but you're still stuck in a job or in an energy, right, in the current energy, not in your next move energy, in your vision, in your big picture goal that you've been working on for a while. And so with this Four of Pentacles, it's just like, it feels like you're holding on tightly to money, the fear for loss, right? But don't let money rule you completely. So you're hanging on to something, but it's manipulative, right? So maybe you're hanging on to that job, and of course, free will, free choice. Everybody has to pay the bills. Everybody has to, put food on the table and all that. But in your mind, you're already working on the next career move. So it's like, it feels like in your mind it's difficult to do both. And you know what it feels like? And I have felt that many times. Maybe you're at the end of a contract in a job. Maybe you're leaving that job, but you're still there because you have to, you have to end the contract or whatever the deal is, right? And you're still in that job or still in that company or still with those responsibilities and that dynamic. But at the same time, you're already in the next move and you're already working on the next job or the next opportunity, business, whatever path this is, that's completely a path to freedom for you. And it feels like you're still in between both dynamics, hanging on to something, yet at the same time projecting yourself into your next move. But with this Wheel of Fortune, it's important to understand that some of the forces are beyond your control, right? You cannot control everything. And the way you perceive this and adapt to them, it's a conscious choice. So learning to accept and sort of coexist with the uncertainty, with the dual energies, with the in-between, is accepting the chaos, accepting the change, and adapting, really staying flexible. Flexibility will be rewarding, right? It's pivot time. You're right in smack in the middle of it, right? But pivot, right? Adjust, learn from the change rather than resisting. Because if you resist, you're not positioning yourself in this next in this next move, career vision or goal, whatever it is. Comment down below, Capricorn. Let me know what you're going through. Let me know if you feel in between. Let me know if you're struggling a little bit between both energies. You have this freedom right here. You're moving forward on something that's giving you joy, that's creative or that's close to your heart, right? Something that's not just about money. And I feel like you're getting out of a job or getting out of a business or getting out of a company where it was sort of cutthroat, like this is just all about money, all about competition, all about ego, and all about a whole bunch of manipulation that you don't want to be part of anymore. And so here with the Wheel of Fortune is accepting the change and accepting the chaos that goes with the transition. Multitasking, dealing with a lot, but at the same time learning, asking a lot of questions, preparing the beginning steps of this new job, of this new career, of this new path that you're actually choosing. You are choosing this path because you've been working on it for a while. And it's the beginning. So it's either a new financial idea, a new business idea, a lot of questions, very curious about investments, maybe contracts, job planning. You're researching a lot. You're researching very carefully. And you're learning and you're receiving. You're nurturing your ideas. You are very wise in your approach. Not surprising, Capricorn. Very, very wise. Nurturing that financial decision, nurturing your ideas, balancing your savings with care and intention. Let's see what this new direction is about. Let me change decks. What is this Ace of Swords all about? What is this clarity, this breakthrough? What is this clarity? Wow. Wow. Okay, look what just popped out. So you have the Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, and Ace of Wands. Oh my goodness. So not only is this a new financial opportunity and something that's bringing you joy, right? But it's something that with the I feel like it's giving you clarity. It's going to give you clarity on your budgeting. It's going to give you clarity on related to finances or whatever it is. It's finances, and it's a financial decision, and at the same time, it's a creative decision. So are you creating your business? Do you have an artistic talent? And again, creative for me in business is maybe you have a great idea. Maybe you have a great investment idea. Maybe you have a great financial idea, great business idea. It doesn't mean that everybody is an artist. And maybe you are. Maybe you are. But three aces. This is a very, very powerful financial idea and a creative entrepreneurial sense, right? So either you're getting a green light on something, a green light to start a venture, a green light to start a business, or maybe you're finally starting your own project and you're developing your idea, or maybe you're starting a job which is really, really something that you are looking forward to because it really aligns with your mind and creative soul. It's a subject that is important for you and that you're excited to be part of. My, oh my, 3 aces, Capricorn. I do feel like this is something that is really beautiful to you, and that's giving you that sense of freedom. All right, now what do we have on the Fool? Wow. So this is completely new to you. And it almost feels like, yeah, you're starting your business, or if it's not your business, it's a setting, right? A company that is very, really where you want to work with these people, want to work on that subject. And it's a place where people are, like-minded people, where things are going to be comfortable for you, simple for you, because everybody's going to be on the same wavelength. Yes, and there we go. Getting out of financial difficulties, or just getting out of that difficult mindset, right, where you felt stuck, or where everything was complicated or is complicated with the Six of Swords. Moving away from financial difficulties, right? Slow and steady progress, but you're shifting into something so much calmer. Again, can be relocation, can be change of jobs, can be you starting your own business, or you're part of a young business, right? Startup, there's a green light for a startup, you're part of it, or there's a green light for a project, you're part of it, or is the green light for that job, that contract you have, and you're really excited to be part of that team because this is your mission, this was your next goal. You prepared for this, you planned for this, you worked hard for this, and this is where you belong. Wow. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful energies, Capricorn. Let's see if there's one last message for the road. If you're interested in getting a tarot reading, you can join membership. Click the join button down below, gives you access to membership. And then you can get a personal tarot reading during lives. We come on live every Sunday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Rain or shine, we were there on Sundays where you can get your personal tarot reading. Sometimes I come on during the week. I try my best, but lately it has been complicated because my schedule doesn't permit. I'm really busy, but hopefully I'll be able to come back on Mondays and Fridays for live tarot. And don't forget to click the subscribe button, or check out if you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you're subscribed. It's free for you. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just 1 second. It's just one click away. I'm trying to get to 50K in 2026. That's my goal for this channel. I would really love to reach 50K. So thank you so much for subscribing if you haven't subscribed yet. Thank you, Capricorn. Four of Pentacles. Hanging on, accept the change, right? Be flexible. One more card maybe, or is that the only one? Sometimes it's just one card. Okay. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. So you're hanging on. You're very close to your budget as well. You're in control financially, right? Because of changes, because of transitions. So it's important to budget and to be close to your finances. But look at that, celebrating freedom, celebrating this new path, celebrating this green light, this new job, this new entrepreneurial energy that you have in a new company, or maybe it's your company. Comment down below. Capricorn, let me know what this is all about. This is a beautiful new adventure and a beautiful new energy. Really, really look at that. You're celebrating with your family. It's a milestone for you. It's a real, beautiful, beautiful path that you are taking now. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to each and everyone for connecting, for sharing your journeys, your energies. Gratitude. Gratitude from the bottom of my heart to each and everyone. I want to say that the magic word here is freedom. Freedom will be the word to put down below in the comment section. So put the word freedom down below in the comment section to share your energies, to push forward, and also if you want to put your name in that for a free reading. So thank you so much for sharing that word down below in the comment section, freedom. Thank you so much for watching. Capricorns, have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.